Alright, I'm going to go over some things here. How to wire off the three-way switch and then tinning the wires. The tools I'll need is my soldering iron, which I have a pretty heavy duty one. I have a small Weller too, but I prefer this one right now. It gets hot really quick. I have some lead-free solder, which is rosin core, meaning it doesn't need, it's got rosin in the core, so you don't need any flux or something. I see people using flux. I can never figure it out. If you're doing pipes, yeah, I guess, but when you have rosin core solder, there's absolutely no reason for it. I got a pair of clippers, so I'm going to clip the ends off. I got a pair of strippers here that I had these for years, but um, I actually super glued this to the exactly where I wanted it, because I know how to, I have a feel in my hand. I hate breaking, like if you're going to strip a wire that's small, I can just grab it and I know where it is and it comes off perfect, because I know the feel of my tools. On this switch here, I'm gonna go over tinning the wires. Before that, we have a three-way switch here. I got my bridge pickup, both pickups on, neck pickup. So I want to figure out, so I have it on the neck pickup now. I'm going to take my ohm meter. You can actually see it if you look at the side. This switch is pretty easy to see. You can actually see where it touches. So when you're in this position, you know, which one's hot all the time. This is hot all the time. This right here is my hot. It's probably hard to see in the video, but I can see that this little bar here never, it's connection, whatever they call them. That thing never, it's always in that position. So I'm going to put it in the neck pickup. It's always on, so that's my hot. I already know that, but I'm going to touch it. So I can see where I'm going to put my pickups. I'm just going to hear that noise. I have it on continuity. So this is hot all the time, so my neck pickup's going to go right there. I'm going to switch it to my bridge pickup. Put that on the hot, that's hot all the time. And that's where my bridge pickup's going to go, right to there, or probably here, right to there. So you just check it to find out where you're going, and that's actually easier to look on this switch. So I know when I'm on my bridge pickup, you can see it's touching. I don't know if you can see it, but you can see that this is touching right here. I wish I could get closer into the camera. These are touching. When I hit it here, it goes away from that one, touches this one. So I know that this is on all the time. Well, I mean, not on, it's on in the middle position. But they have it connected over to here, so that the bridge and the neck both come on in that middle position. And then you have your, when you're in your bridge pickup, you can see where it's touching. It touches there. Neck pickup touches here. Middle pickup touches here. So these two have to be connected anyway. We'll go into that in another video. That just explains it quickly. I'm going to show you how to tin and wire. Tin and wire means that you got to make it, you want it to connect, and you want it, when the heat hits it, to instantly solder. You don't want it to look like crap, and you don't want fray wires all over the place. I take my end nippers, or my stripping tool, wire strippers they call them, and I'm going to strip off 1/4 inch, which I've already done. Let's see, do I have one that wasn't? Or I'll just cut this and re-strip it, so you can see what I'm doing. And so I'm going to strip this off. 1/4 inch. I'm going to twist this wire so it looks nice. I'm going to heat up my soldering iron. I'm going to tin the tip of the soldering iron, meaning I'm going to make sure it has solder on it. So it gets hot really quick because of solder. You can see the smoke. So that's called tinning it. So I want to tin the tip of my soldering iron. You don't want a big blob of solder. If you do, you can flick it off, or they have you can have a sponge, which isn't in the video. So I'm going to strip my wire. I'm going to twist it. Got this white one here. I got this black one here. And I'm going to tin them. So I'll hold this button. Make sure you got it. Now once this gets hot and you get the solder on there, we're just going to touch it. And what it's going to do is going to put solder on that wire so that it's going to stick really good. And I got to do this one. And I already did these other ones, but I would do that and that. And then I got one more here. I'm going to tin it. This gets hot real quick. So that case, now before I'm going to solder, which I'll go into, I'm going to snip these off so that they're nice and just the exact length I want, which is about, I guess it's an 1/8 inch, 125. So they're going to go on there real nice. It's going to look real nice when the guy gets it. If somebody's going to open it someday. And then, so that's it. And then we'll go into soldering real quick. Well, I mean, if I want to, I'll just do one real quick. I got the video going here. So my yellow is ground. And my neck pickup, my white's going to be hot. I could do black. It doesn't really matter. So I found out where it's got to go with my... So I'm going to put my in the neck position. You could draw up a wiring diagram. That's hot all the time. And then we're just going to solder it real quick. Actually, it's going to go right over here to this one. So my hot wire for my neck pickup is right here. And I don't know if you're going to see this or not. I hope so. I'm going to heat this up. I don't know if I can get it any closer into the video here. And then I'm going to, this is where it's going to go. So I want to tin that first. Which is, actually this switch was already wired up. He got it, so there's actually tinning on there already. I'm going to tin it first. I'm just going to take my wire. And I'm going to just hit it real quick. Takes 2 seconds with this soldering iron. Blow it off, and that thing is beautiful. And tight as hell. It ain't going nowhere. The other wires are going to, I put the black on. I want to do the white. Yep, sorry. Happens when you're shooting videos. Take that off. This is my white wire. Now I want to make sure that it comes out this side. Same thing. I'm going to heat this up. I only want to be on there for a second. Don't stick there. As soon as it's done, it's beautiful. Okay? It's gorgeous. Alright, so I'll wire this up, and I don't have to explain everything in wiring unless you want me to. And then I'll do that in another video that's really close. But there you go.